Have you ever felt that your mind keeps running all day, yet you still feel exhausted? Have you ever noticed that the same thought keeps coming back again and again? And no matter how hard you try, you can't get out of it? Psychologists say that your brain is a meaning-making machine. This means that whatever happens around you, you cannot stop yourself from assigning meaning to it. Whether it is a small incident, a single word, or someone's behavior, your brain immediately creates some kind of meaning out of it. And this process is actually very creative because through it, you continuously turn experiences into learning. Your brain wants to learn so that in the future, you can make faster and better decisions. To understand this, let's look at a very simple example. Today, when you're on the road and you see a red traffic light, you stop immediately without thinking too much. You don't do this because you're making a fresh decision every day, but because your brain has already learned that red light means stop. From experiences of accidents, fear of police fines, and seeing others get harmed, your brain reaches one conclusion: that stopping is the safer option. If this learning process did not exist, you would have to stand on the road every time and recall past experiences again and again. And every decision in life would become very slow and very difficult. But hidden inside this entire process is one very big problem. And that problem is that most of the time, we are not really thinking at all. So the question arises, what does real thinking actually mean? Real thinking does not mean that you're thinking more. Real thinking means that you are aware of the assumptions on which your thoughts are based. Imagine that you walk into a library. There are many books placed there. You pick up one book and notice that it is 250 years old. Later, someone asks you, "How was the library?" And you reply, "It's fine, but it contains 250-year-old books." In that one sentence, you unknowingly created a very big assumption. You assumed that all the books in the library were printed at the same time, whereas in reality, only one book was old, and the rest could have been completely new. In the same way, when we are not aware of our assumptions, even correct information turns into wrong thinking and useless knowledge. Now from here, it is important to understand one more thing. Our brain is naturally programmed to remember negative experiences and mistakes more strongly. The reason is simple, so that we do not repeat the same mistakes again. That is why accidents, failures, and embarrassing moments are felt with greater intensity and remembered for a longer time. This is not a weakness. It is a survival system. But when we are not conscious of our thoughts and assumptions, this same system starts working against us. Negative thoughts keep repeating, and slowly, they begin to dominate our thinking. Then we get trapped in one thought after another, one worry after another, inside an endless loop. This is where people often ask, everything makes sense, but when we are trapped in this maze of thinking, how do we get out of it? The answer comes from acceptance and commitment therapy, where through mindfulness, people are taught how to manage their thoughts. One powerful concept in this therapy is called cognitive defusion. It is very important to understand the two parts of cognitive defusion. The first part is acceptance. Acceptance does not mean that you agree with your negative thoughts. It simply means that you acknowledge that these thoughts exist at this moment. When we are overthinking, it feels like many thoughts are attacking us at the same time. But if you observe carefully, you will realize that two thoughts never occur at the same time. Thoughts always come in sequence, and most of the time, there are only about 10 to 12 basic thoughts that keep changing their form and disturbing us again and again. So how do these thoughts stay alive? The answer is very simple. As long as we keep reacting to them, they continue to multiply. Try to control them, trying to stop them, or trying to forcefully eliminate them. All of this is also a reaction. That is why the way to end negative thoughts is not to fight them, but to stop reacting to them. Acceptance also means understanding that these thoughts are like shadows. They are neither good nor bad, and they do not have any permanent meaning. The second part is detachment. Detachment means telling yourself These thoughts are coming on their own, and they will leave on their own. I am simply watching them from a distance. The best way to understand acceptance and detachment is through metaphors. The first metaphor, the sky and the clouds. Your awareness is the sky, and your thoughts are clouds. Clouds come. They rain, and then they pass away, but they can never touch the sky. In the same way, thoughts come and go, but they cannot damage your true awareness. The second metaphor, a river stream. Your thoughts are like a flowing river. No matter how powerful a thought feels, it is not permanent unless we react to it. The third metaphor, a highway. Your mind is a highway, and thoughts are taxis. Some taxis make noise. Some honk unnecessarily. But unless you signal them to stop, they do not engage with you. Then comes the metaphor of the bus driver and the passengers. You are the driver, and your awareness is the bus. Thoughts board the bus, like passengers, without any invitation. There is noise, but you keep driving. At every stop, the passengers slowly get off. And the final exercise, the fire metaphor. Write down your thoughts, recognize them, and then burn the paper. Fire is a symbol of transformation. It sends a clear message to the brain. That negativity has been released. Now let's talk about the ending. The summary is this. Your brain is not your enemy. It is built to learn, and it is built to protect you. But when awareness is missing, the same brain turns into a web of overthinking. You do not need to fight your thoughts. You only need to observe them. Remember this. No thought has enough power to touch the infinite sky. If this video was helpful to you, create a playlist and name it 49.99 and save this video in it. Whenever you feel that you are about to get trapped again in negative thinking, remember this playlist. And remember, your time is extremely valuable. No video, no up, no news is more important than your time. I will continue to bring, not dependency, but courage, wisdom, and reality-based conversations. Because the one who learns does not stop, and the one who does not stop wins. We will win.